types of communication. There are two types of communication: verbal and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication refers to the language, both written and spoken. It refers to the use of words and language to communicate message to other party. Verbal communication is any communication that uses language to convey a meaning. It can be performed in two ways: oral and written communication. Oral communication is spoken through spoken words, that is face-to-face communication, voice chat, video conferencing, or communication over the phone. On the other hand, written communication entails the use of letters, documents, emails, SMS, video chat, platforms, social media, etc. to interact with people. There are four main types of verbal communication. Interpersonal communication is a private and restricted to ourselves. It includes silent conversations with ourselves and monitors the roles between the sender and receiver who are processing our thoughts and actions. It can be conveyed verbally or stay confined as thoughts. Interpersonal communication is a one-on-one conversation and takes place between two individuals who change their roles of sender and receiver in order to communicate in an effective manner. Small group communication involves more than two people who allow each other to interact and communicate with the rest. For example, it can be in a form of team meetings or classroom discussions. And the fourth type of verbal communication is public. It involves a large gathering of people for public discussions like election campaigns and public speeches. Typically involves one sender and several receivers of information. Non-verbal communication is a wordless communication as it does not use words. The communication takes place through signals such as facial expressions, body language, gestures, postures, eye contact, physical appearance, and so forth. For instance, smiling when you meet someone conveys friendliness, acceptance, and openness. Everyone uses nonverbal communication in all the time, whether they know it or not. Nonverbal communication plays a significant role in our lives. It can improve a person's ability to relate, engage, and establish meaningful interactions in everyday life. Some of the elements include gestures, body movements, hands, arms, head, emphasis on communication and emotional state. Facial expressions usually are expressed with an element of verbal communication. Touch, handshakes, hugs, which help in building relationships. Eye contact. Eyes are the main source of information. Through movements build an impression of closeness. The tone of voice, intonation, or the rhythm of speaking can also convey different messages. Paralanguage sounds, signs of expression or feelings like laughter, crying, and signs. Physical appearance and closeness also express the relationships. What is the difference between verbal and nonverbal communication? Verbal communication is a process of communication in which words and language are used to transmit a message to another person, whereas in nonverbal communication, words are not used. Instead, signals are used to transmit messages. There are very less chances of confusion in case of verbal communication. Contrary to this, the chances of confusion and misunderstanding are relatively high in nonverbal communication. One of the main advantages of verbal communication is that the message can be clearly understood and feedback is provided immediately, whereas nonverbal communication complements verbal communication as it helps in understanding emotions and lifestyle of the sender.